How are submerged rock art sites found in Scandinavian post-glacial landscapes? Imagine uncovering ancient stories hidden beneath the waves, revealing how early humans interacted with their environment thousands of years ago. That's exactly what scientists aim to do with submerged rock art sites in Scandinavia. When the last ice age ended, the landscape changed dramatically. Massive glaciers melted, causing sea levels to rise and flood areas that once were dry land. These shifts turned some of the earliest carvings into underwater mysteries. To find these sites, researchers study how sea levels changed over time. They look at the height of carvings above current sea level and compare that to what the coastline looked like thousands of years ago. For example, in Alta, Norway, carvings are found at specific meters above today's sea level. These horizontal bands of carvings show where ancient artists worked during different periods. As sea levels rose, the land where they carved was gradually submerged, leaving only the highest carvings visible today. Scientists also examine the landscape's shape. The old coastline often matches the contours of the land today. In the Alta River Valley, for instance, the ancient shoreline stretched for inland, forming a shallow river valley that looked like a tiny fjord. By studying the topography and the old water levels, archaeologists can pinpoint where the land once was and where the carvings might be hidden underwater. Modern technology plays a big role in these discoveries. Digital imaging and three-dimensional scanning help document carvings in detail. Radiocarbon dating and uranium series dating give precise ages for the art. These methods allow scientists to understand exactly when the carvings were made and how they relate to the changing environment. Researchers also use maps and models of past sea levels to predict where submerged sites might be. They combine this with knowledge of tidal patterns and the history of glacial melting. This helps narrow down search areas for underwater exploration. Sometimes, underwater surveys involve using sonar and remote-operated vehicles to scan the seabed for unusual features that could be rock carvings. All of these efforts help piece together the story of how early peoples created art in places that are now underwater. The combination of landscape analysis, dating techniques, and modern technology allows us to find and understand these submerged sites. They tell us about a time when the coastlines looked very different, and humans left their marks in what was then accessible land. These discoveries continue to grow our knowledge of prehistoric cultures and how they adapted to a changing world.